I just love it when all you friends share with me. The next recipe that I'm going to share with y'all through Teresa Gettle. She has sent a note saying she just loves us, the staff here, and she has a recipe that her mother used to make all the time, and they called it a summer salad. She said, even though it ain't got a stitch of salad in it. She said she used to request this so much that her mother changed the name of it from summer salad to Teresa's summer salad. So Teresa, I appreciate you sharing this with us, and I'm sure that y'all have had some form of this salad. Like I said, just maybe a little different ingredients in it, but it's hard to beat, especially during the summer. So you want to start by taking a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, a half a cup of canola oil, and 1 cup of sugar, and you want to bring that to a boil, and then add your black pepper, and then allow this to cool completely. So this is the combination that Teresa's family uses, and you drain all your vegetables that you're putting in. And so that's a can of cut green beans, and I love these little tiny baby peas. They're so good. In fact, Michael asked me last night, he said, you got a can of those little peas in the pantry? But I did not have. All right, and we got shoe peg corn, and I highly recommend that you use a white shoe peg. And then diced celery. I'm gonna go back over the measurements in a minute with y'all. And bell pepper. And 4 ounces of drained pimentas. And it calls for just 1/4 of a cup of onions, which seems like just a little bit of onion. Teresa, I'd probably increase that onion, but that's just me.
So it's sweet onion?
Yes, a sweet onion, yes. By day if you can get it. So the reason you boil this to start with is to melt your sugar. Melt all those flavors together. And you don't want to pour it hot over your vegetables because it would cook them. Could cook them, and you don't want to do that. So look at this beautiful salad. Teresa said just put this in a pretty bowl, a pretty glass bowl, so you can see all the colors that are in this yummy looking salad. All right, so I'm gonna go back over Teresa's recipe and tell y'all amounts. I sure do hope y'all enjoy it, she said. I would love to know what you eat along with it. Gosh, I don't know, Teresa. It'd be wonderful along with a roasted chicken, or you could have like a salad night and have a scoop of chicken salad, a scoop of tuna, and a big old scoop of your summer salad. So it just depends. Or you can just have this in a nice bowl of crackers. So here are the measurements now for Teresa's summer salad. 1 can of white shoe peg corn, a 4-ounce jar of sliced pimentas, 1 can of LeSueur small sweet peas, 1 can of green beans, sliced, and I said the corn, didn't I?
Yep,
Yes.
yeah.
All right, and then you have in your marinade, you have a 1/2 cup of apple cider vinegar, a 1/2 cup of canola oil, and 1 cup of sugar, and you bring that to a boil and let it cool. And she tells me to add black pepper to the marinade and then let it cool completely. And she said, then once it's cool, mix it all together and put it in a beautiful bowl to enjoy all the colors and shapes. Hope you enjoy. Teresa Gettle. Thank you, Teresa. I just love, love, love it. Love, love, love it. And I'm gonna dip me up a bowl right now, and I'm just gonna put it back in. Now this is, I will say this, y'all, this is much, much better if you let it marinate, because the vegetables still might taste a little canny, but oh, it's so good. So good and sweet. Thank you, Teresa. I gotta go, because I got to take some cookies out the oven, y'all. Thank you, Teresa. Love and best dishes, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.